few months ago, I made a video that I never posted. I was looking for, not to get hit by cars, I was looking for another car to replace my Alpha. There were a number of choices. Us having owned a couple of vets, I thought maybe a C8 might be fine. But, you know, the C8 is well beyond my retirement income. They start out in, you know, 60-ish, but by the time you add anything to it, it's $80,000, $90,000, $100,000. And that's just for the regular C8. Don't even talk about the Z06 or the Z01. They'd be run up to $200,000. No vet for me. The next thing I decided that I wanted to look at was maybe BMWs. I like the way the BMW M3 looked. And of course, you know, the ultimate driving machine. Who don't want one of those for their last few years of driving? So, unfortunately, that was the same problem. They start out around 60 or 70, excuse me, and then they escalate when you add any options and stuff to them. They go crazy, all the way up to $80,000, $90,000, $100,000, especially if it's a special edition model that they only got 5 on the lot, or 5 in St. Louis. So yeah, so that was out too. So then I used to have an Audi. I looked at Audis, but all the Audi dealers are in St. Louis, and you know, my former Audi was in Kirkwood. Anytime I would need a service or repairs, I had to go to Kirkwood or be towed to Kirkwood. And then I had the Alfa Romero, and I originally bought it at Lou Fuse in Fairview Heights, Illinois. And I was looking forward to not having to go to St. Louis, but then COVID hit. Lou Fuse closed their Illinois office and sold their Alfa Romero dealership to Napleton in St. Peters. So for the last 3 or 4 years, for once a year or any other problems that I had with the Alfa, I had to go all the way to St. Peters for service. And I even had to be towed out there once because the Alpha battery died and nobody had one except them. Old funds. But anyway, before, the reason I was thinking about getting rid of the Alpha was because there was a dock strike and it looked like everything was going to be locked up on the docks for months, if not years, and the backlog would be longer. So I decided that I wanted to get rid of the Alpha because getting parts for the Alpha, it was going on 6 years old, may become a problem. Now the dock strike was averted, and so even though, you know, the problem that they was expecting with parts and services and stuff like that coming from overseas never developed, I kind of like felt a little uncomfortable with the with the Alfa Romero Giulia. So I decided that I still wanted to get rid of it. So anyway, we got people working on the side of the road here. I'm going slow. Okay. I'm going slow. Okay, so I was still in the market for a car. So, you know, a little research, and also I decided that I wanted to get something American, even though I couldn't afford a newer vet. I probably could have got a C7 for around 40 or 50,000 or less, you know, but I just decided that maybe the vet didn't suit our lifestyle anymore. So I still wanted a sedan or something sporty or anything. So anyway, so enter the, you know, I'm on the internet all the time, and all of a sudden I start seeing people shouting accolades and praises on the Cadillac CT4 CTS-V. CT4V, along with the CT5V. The CTS-V was the old one, and it was kind of a brute. You couldn't afford one anyway back in the day when they were $80,000, $90,000 10 years ago. So I started looking at it, you know, kind of saw a bunch of different articles, different people that had car blogs on YouTube and TikTok, stuff like that, start saying it was. So I decided that I wanted to start looking for one. Well, it was hard to find. They only made a couple thousand a year for the whole country, I do believe, or world, or whatever. So it was hard to find a new one, or used one, or anything. Our first foray was, we found one in Springfield, Illinois, 2024, that was discounted. It was an $80,000 car. It was discounted to like 70-some thousand. And I did have some equity in my Alfa Romero, but we never was able to go up there and look at it, and it sold before we was able to go even look at it and make a deal on it. So anyway, you know, I was kind of a little depressed. I didn't know what I was going to be getting. And I did still want to get rid of the Alpha before it started falling to freaking pieces. So finally, you know, going through Carvana and CarMax and the Auto Trader, we found the one I'm driving now at a local dealership. So I went to look at it and test drove it. It seemed to be a really nice car. It was 2 or 3 years old, but it also had only 12,000 miles on it, and it had not all of the options that I wanted, but most of the options that I could live with in a car. And so I got it, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm driving, making this blog. And so far I've had it for about a week. I've only put about 400 or 500 miles on it. And the one thing I have noticed is getting like 13, maybe 15 miles to the gallon in the city. Supposed to get like 23 or 4 on the highway and stuff like that, but it's twin turbo V6, and it's fast. Also, it's just a rolling computer, and it's got all kind of bells and bangles and things that I have no idea how to operate yet, and may never know how to operate all of them, but I'm just going to get in my lane and pick out the ones that I like and set it up the way I like to drive it, and then everything else can just be collecting dust in the panel. So that's about it. I so far love the car. My wife loves, we was able to get it for payments that she doesn't wince every time I have to write a check for it. My wife's an accountant, so you know, she's always, how much does it cost and how are you going to pay for it? So anyway, so hey, so far I'm really enjoying the car, and I think that I'm going to enjoy it for some time to come. Oh, and I know I have a Corvette hat on because I ordered some CTSV Blackwing hats, but they have not come yet. So since I've had this Corvette, one of my favorite hats, and I've had this hat for a long time, I thought I'd wear it today doing this video. Sorry to Corvette fans. All right, well, I'm just going to drive now, and hope you guys have a nice day.